dogs. Get over it.
Come on then, swashbuckler. I need something to eat after all that adventuring. I got some grapefruit.
I'll walk you back to camp if you promise to save me a bite of your for your friendly tour guide.
Sophie's like, cat love, cat love.
We unlocked extras.
Ah, heart. Oh, now my eardrum is like...
Drumming.
Ugh.
Drum da da drum 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 drum da da drum.
12 eardrums drumming.
So if we click romance again, will we die?
Let's find out if we can die by too much sex.
Sex. Oh.
Ah, you only have one heart remaining. If you choose to continue, it could have negative consequences. You can restore hearts by choosing to rest.
Right, so I
So now we
say
know.
we do in fact rest.
Yeah. Whee! Let's just rest
What's
up.
that? Click the extras button. Is this just going to bring us back here? Ooh. They're doing something a little different? Pirates?
Let's do it. Let's
Pirates?
check it out. Maybe there were pirates on that ship. I've made my way down to the part of the beach where McMurphy told me the shipwrecks were. I'm looking for clues as to what happened here in case it's useful to my work on the antidote. I don't really know what I'm looking for. I feel a bit like a kid with my bucket and spade digging in the sand. Captain Corn! Yes!
What should he sound like? Having fun!
Yarr! Is this where they fuck? This is where they fuck. The voice startles me. It's unfamiliar and I can't see who it belongs to, so I'm on my guard. Who's that? Show yourself.
I've nothing to hide, but I'm naturally wary of your intentions. Will ye give me your word of honour that ye mean me no harm?
Pirate cat! Dedicated to the pussy! Yeah, you have my word of honor. I feel like a Cub Scout.
I take you at your word, and I'm happy to make your acquaintance, Captain Corn. Wow.
Aw. A tall, sleek grey cat has stepped from behind the wreckage and is bowing in front of me. I feel obliged to bow back at him. Pleased to meet you, Captain. Do you live here? In the wreckage, I mean?
I think I live elsewhere, but I've been here for a long time. I'm a-trying to find me crew.
I realize he's wearing a vintage naval uniform. I'm not an expert on military history, but I guess it's from the 1800s.
We gotta bang the pirate cat.
Ooh, yeah. Ugh! Captain, did you arrive on one of these ships?
Yes, I captain the Kitty's Desire, but I fear I let me men down. Where are they? I have been searching.
He seems quite disoriented. What happened? Looked like you had a bit of a run-in.
Run in my eye, maliciously set upon and attacked more like. The disgrace of a vessel is a pirate ship.
Ah.
Captain Libby.
Ooh, be careful who you're calling names, Corn. They might just take umbrage, and then the cat will really have got your tongue.
Running down my vagina.
Does he look...
It's a lady pirate.
Should I French the guy up to be a French captain rather than like a piratey sounding voice?
No, I like the pirate cat.
But he's obviously not a pirate.
Okay, oh, yeah, this one's the pirate, yeah. Oh my lord, 2 yar pussies. Well, I mean, sailors talk like pirates too, because that's how people talk at sea, whether you're a pirate or not.
Okay.
Yeah. Another cat has appeared, a petite, long-haired tabby, also dressed in some kind of costume.
We need to stab
Identify
things into
yourself,
these necks.
stranger. Stab what?
Things into their
yeah.
necks to scan them for later.
That's my job. These are the best cats. I know, we went for the best cats first. Yes! The new cat has turned to me.
on.
Hello, my name is Philmuda, and this is Captain Corn.
Oh,
I know who he is, alright. What are you doing in my
just
domain?
start opening
What?
Blizzard.
Oh, good job, me. What are you doing in my domain, Philmuda? State your business. I was just digging around. Not sure what for. Oh, no. Close window. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much, Andy.
It's raining? Oh, it's just the flirkin' snow.
I want snow.
Me
Meh.
too. I want snow. I'm hot. I'm hot.
It's not. This is unclaimed land yet. I dispute that the ownership belongs to this rogue and cutthroat.
Hang on. Let's not get overexcited.
Doza.
Hey, Doza.
Guys, please, as we said before, please give Doza some love. Click them up, give a follow.
Eru's parents were in the Navy. Neither of them talk like that. Well, I doubt that they actually went to sea. Let's not get overexcited. Who's a rogue? That's not a nice thing to say about a fellow cat.
Do not put me in the same sentence as that. Mercenary ne'er-do-well. She is a pirate.
Calm yourself, Corny. Right now, I'm more interested in what this human is digging for. Oh, nothing in particular. Are you really a pirate? Like, really? I refuse to discuss my business in the company of this pompous goody-two-paws. If you wish to speak with me, you'll need to see me alone. And off she walks with her tail in the air.
Okay, guys.
Oh, seaman.
I prefer... I mean, do we want to bang one of these two?
I want to bang them both. I want to bang everybody. I just want to bang everybody.
Let's start by hearing...
what if we let people vote? Or
Okay, guys. Vote 1 for Captain Libby's story. Vote 2 for Captain Corn's story.
Or just write Libby or just write Corn.
Yeah, you can do either of those things.
Just gotta bang.
Bang them both at the same time.
Yeah, threesome with some pirate cats. Pirate kitty threesome. Pirate kitty threesome. My nose is really runny. This is why I look like this. Corn. Corn. Corn.
Corn.
Corn.
Libby?
Libby?
Two corns.
He's a gent. He is. 2 corns and a Libby. One more vote. Let's see what do you say? One more vote.
I still feel like he should be French.
Alright, if you want to change him into a French. Corn! Alright, Corn it is.
Right. Hear Corn's story. Thank goodness for that vermin has left us.
Okay, let's go back to being a pirate.
However, she will make a point. If you wish to discover what really has happened here, you're going to have to make a choice. Her story or mine.
Oh. Just for that reason, I just want to talk to Captain Libby. Unless you go back to being a pirate.
Do
me.
Welcome back,
Welcome
Sammy.
back, Sammy.
Hope you're not French.
Oh, he's Swedish.
Is Arnold Schwarzenegger? We all know Arnold Schwarzenegger.
French Arnold. Alright, Corn. Well, as Captain Libby seems to have disappeared, my choice is obvious. Would you tell me your story, Captain Corn? Speak into the microphone.
So...
Pirate, just pirate.
You don't want me to French him up?
No.
Not Arnold Schwarzenegger?
No.
Wise choice. An event. Take a side. If you will. My story has... Is that long? Or... No, okay, sorry. I won't do any more.
I do need to be back in time for tea.
Then... Wait, he should just maybe be more English
Oh,
gents kind
Jesus,
of.
fuck.
Sorry, I'm sorry, everyone.
Fuck
Please.
all the pussy.
NBCA, thank you very much for the loops as well.
Then
I shall hasten the telling.
Now he sounds like the professor. Just stay
No,
as a pirate.
I'm gonna English him up. Could be super English and piratey. It began on a merchant run, the Kitty Fisher Shipping Co. I've been contracted for the company for some time, and I've done this particular run many times before. There's nothing in it. It was very taxing for a captain of my experience, particularly manned with a crew, to the standard of the men I'd personally handpicked for the sailing the Kitty's Desire. Although the route was long, it was straightforward. I never anticipated problems. However, this trip provided to be out of the ordinary in so many ways. The weather was against us from the start. Freak storms had been plaguing a normally peaceful sea, and several ships had reported being taken quite far off their usual trajectory. This day was proving to be a blighter. The men were doing everything by the book, as I would have expected from my crew, tying down and battering the hatches. There was no point in being on deck, so I decided to write my log in my cabin. The first I knew of anything irregular was the almighty crash that sent us reeling. I gathered myself and made my way to the deck, being buffeted and blown so that I needed to hold on tight to whatever was available. Sam, my cabin boy, was the first crew member I came aboard.
By the book?
They were. I could barely hear him above the sound of the storm.
Pirates, Captain! Pirates!
I could hardly believe my ears. We hadn't had pirates in this route all my time as a captain. Far too audacious a challenge. My first thought was that they must be at the mercy of the storm as we, but that assumption was quickly dispelled by the shout.
Look! A fuckboy! Pirates boarding! Pirates boarding! Alert! Alert!
It was unthinkable. I need to gain control of the situation as quickly as possible. I drew my musket as I emerged on deck to an awful sight of human vermin scurrying around in the rain and crashing waves, trying to overwhelm my crew and get the upper hand. I could see their vessel listing perilously close to ours, and on the bridge the unmistakable figure of that she-devil.
Captain Libby!
The Witch of the Waves, Captain Libby indeed. I stood my ground, holding onto the mainmast and pointing my musket in her direction.
Pew, 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 pew!
I could not hear her laughter from the din of the storm, but I saw her head thrown back and her wild hair flying in the wind as she grabbed the cutlass at her hip and raised it high in the air in defiance.
Fetch me musket! I knew cats would dominate the world at some point. I thought this cat is a pirate cat. I got excited for a moment. Well, he's being
Even
attacked
if I try, can I? Ha ha.
Uh-huh.
There is a pirate cat.
Yeah.
This is a, the English gentry sailor cat.
Yeah, Libby is the pirate.
It was at that moment that I saw the wall of water rise up behind her, as though summoned by her. It was the last thing I saw. There was a terrible sound, as though the very gates of hell were torn open. I was struck to the deck, and blackness fell.
Ah, that was what made such the wow, can I English? That was what made the huge hole in the stern.
Yes, we came apart on impact, and the whole ship was a goner. I don't know how long we've been in the water. When I regained consciousness, the waters were calmer, and we were drifting on a piece of wood towards a wall of black rock. Sam seemed to be holding on to me as I floated in the water.
Captain, you're alive! I didn't dare hope!
What happened, boy?
We crashed! The pirate scum rammed into us with such force that I fear all are dead but us.
As I gathered my thoughts, I realized I could hear others moaning and crying out all around us. We're not alone, Sam. Listen, there are others. Help me up. And between us, we managed to get into our makeshift raft. I sat up and looked around, taking stock of the utter carnage. But there were men, many of them clinging in the water, clinging onto whatever was floating, keeping themselves from sinking down into a watery grave.
Sam, you're in the game? Yes, you are. You're this guy. It was an orgy.
I tried to make myself heard as far as possible. Men, we need to stay together. Try to hold on to each other. To stop yourselves from drifting. I am going to lead us towards the land. We have to get those rocks. Use whatever you can to paddle and follow me.
Oof! You're a hero, Captain.
Yes, it was laborious, but we made progress and eventually reached what appeared to be an opening in the rocks. As we stumbled to land, the gravity of our plight became more apparent.
Men, use your hard dicks to paddle.
Oh, yeah.
Help the wounded. Pull whatever you can from the water. Anything may prove useful. We don't know what's ahead.
What about...
Thank you very much, Lindsay, for the auto home.
What about the pirates?
We were in it together. There was no place here for contention. Survival is a great leveler, so we all helped each other as best we could.
Aww.
We found our resting place, where you now live.
Base camp?
But of course, there were no cozy tents or fire pits to keep us warm.
It must have been terrifying.
One tries not to indulge one's own fears when looking out for one's men. We managed to make a rudimentary camp for ourselves in a surprisingly short time.
Men, if you find native Katarikans, claim their land.
Considering the conditions of the men, each did what they could, tending to the wounded, building fires. Hey, Sassy.
Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me? Don't ya?
Okay, good evening, Sassy. In about an hour, we're going to be doing Flock games if you're
Flock
around.
Games Week. Speaking of Flock, flock her out. She's a Flock streamer. Follow Sassy Simmers.
Follow Sassy!
Sleep well, Sassy. Shaking of tiredness. Alright, rest up.
Click. Food was our primary concern. If the men didn't eat, we would very quickly deteriorate. Click. So, hunting parties were put together and sent out to scout for food sources. Hey, Andy. One made up of pirate scum, and the other my best men. Sadly, neither gang was successful, bringing only some unfamiliar tubers and plants that were boiled up to make a soup. I knew we could not continue for long, living on grass and seaweed. Men need meat.
In the brown eye.
I became ever more determined over the coming days, sending out scouting parties in pairs throughout the day and night. Each told the same story. No animal life at all, except for cats. We already knew that the population was very ordinary-looking domesticated cats, living all over the island, but as the men forged further ahead, they came back with tales of a very different species of feline on the furthest end of the island.
The furthest end of the peanut. Yeah, eat the cats, obviously.
They were bigger, larger than usual, and very hostile to those who came close. It wasn't long before the pirates began trapping cats and treating them as a food source. Some of the men were bitten and scratched. It was unthinkable to an officer or a gentleman.
Was he grabbing his front tail?
But these
I know guys have
barbarians
tails that
didn't
get
seem to
hard when
care
they're grabbed.
what went into their bellies.
Hey, Eagle Falcon!
Hey,
What
Eagle.
cat nightmare
How
is
you
this? We're getting it on with some cats. Oh, you cast her out. Great. Is this some sort of weird cat universe?
Cat
Humans
dating
will
game.
Never comprehend.
We're gonna date some cats.
Oh, yeah.
They paid the price, of course, and quite quickly too. The sickness ran through their ranks so expediently that their numbers were halved within days. Most flung themselves from the rocks to the depths to escape their hideous plague. The cats visited upon them. Some wandered off into the jungle, never to be seen again. I remember one lad, a pirate named Jim, lost his wits and began drawing strange pictures in the sand of half men, half cats.
Furries.
He tried to escape by launching out to sea, strapped to an empty barrel. No doubt he perished along with the others.
Cat dating game? Oh, yeah. Licked 'em hearts. Yes. Captain, if you refuse to eat the cats, how is it that you are the way that you are?
I don't remember too much about the transition, nor anything else apart from what I've told you. I know I was bitten, but I can't remember how. Do you know what happened to me?
He looks so small and vulnerable. I just want to
Hey,
cuddle
Moxie.
him. But
How you doing?
hi,
I should probably
Moxie.
do an erect.
Guys, we want you to go follow Moxie. Phil's putting the link in the chat. Go give him a follow. Vampire cats, cats.
What is this? It's called Purrfect
Date.
Yeah.
You date
Yeah,
cats.
perfect date. Date some cats.
And there's pirates.
I date cats.
And they're like vampire cats. Exactly.
Vampire cats. We got it.
He looks so small and vulnerable, I just want to cuddle him, but I maintain a respectful demeanor. I suppose you were all overwhelmed eventually. My understanding so far is that the process is different in each person, depending on the amount of DNA that was transferred. The outcome, however, seems always to be the same.
And
You
also, we
turn
can
into a
deduce
cat.
from the fact that he crash landed on this place like fucking 700 years ago or some bullshit, that it also makes you immortal. So, I don't fucking mind. Scratch the shit out of me. I'm going to become an immortal cat.
Yeah, live forever as a cat.
Moxie!
Oh, yeah. If it's not pigeons, it's cat. What about dating sharks or trash cans?
I'm worried about you both.
Sophie-
Will Dark date sharks
Sophie.
sometime later?
Yeah.